What's going on, Perform24 family? Today is November 2nd. It is Monday, November 2nd, and Squatober is officially behind us. So Saturday afternoon, Tommy and I came in and we PR'd. After we PR'd, both of us had to get out of the gym quick. Both of us have kids, and Halloween's kind of a big deal in our family. So we had to get out and get onto the Halloween activities. So we didn't have a whole lot of time to hang out and film a video after we PR'd. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll on the clips that we did film on Saturday, and then we're gonna come back and recap Squatober 2020. Cue up Saturday, Levi, now. Perform24 family, today is the day, today is game day, today is 1RM day. October 31st, day 31 of Squatober. We got Tommy here. Of course, we both got the official Squatober tees on. I mean, we gotta represent. We're loading up the racks right now. We're gonna start warming up, and we're gonna throw some heavy things on our backs and squat down and stand up. Can't wait. All right. Like we said, I'm warming up. I'm gonna max out, and then Tommy's gonna take my max rep and warm up with it. So, yeah, I've got a number that I'm gonna try to hit today, but here's the thing about a 1RM. You don't talk about it. You don't talk about it. You don't put it out there, because it doesn't matter until you actually do it. So this is an execution type of goal. Warm-ups feel great. Let's go. So as you guys just saw, I PR'd, Tommy PR'd. That's an absolute win for Squatober 2020. Both of us are psyched about it. So towards the end of September, I went to go test my 1RM back squat, tested at 300. On Saturday, I hit a very, very, very clean 340 pounds, 40-pound increase, which is about 14%. We have talked about this a few times in the past, but I was not squatting frequently in my regular training coming into Squatober. So 300, I did not think that that was a very adequate number for me to be squatting. However, that's genuinely where I was at. I do have the 300-pound squat that I did in September that I will roll right now, and you will see a big difference in stability and a big difference in confidence between 300 and then that rep that I just hit at 340 on Saturday. I'll roll that right now. So as you can see, not only did the weight go up, but the quality of the rep went up as well. I did not squat with a belt. or knee wraps or even Olympic shoes. I was just in flat shoes and I didn't use any gear whatsoever, and that was intentional. That was kind of a personal goal that I had for myself, that I didn't want to be assisted in any way. I'm not saying that that's the right way to squat, but that's what I personally wanted to do. Psyched. Really, really, really happy with the way that Squatober went. Today, I went onto the Squatober Instagram page to tally up all the reps that we did in the month of October. Man, and they had removed the program from their Instagram account. So I couldn't go back and find that exact number. I actually don't mind that they did that. I think that that's actually pretty smart that they did that. However, if I would have known, I would have taken notes a little bit different along the way, and then I would have kept a running tally for myself. I do remember tallying up after the end of the second week, so about halfway through Squatober, and we had done 355 reps of a back squat up to that point. The last 2 weeks did kind of taper off a little bit in volume, especially that last week. The volume was really low. So I'm gonna estimate that we did like right around 600 reps, 600 weighted barbell back squat reps in the month of October, which is absurd volume, but the results clearly speak for themselves. So back in that day zero video, we talked about the reasons why I'm participating in Squatober this year. Looking back at it now from the outside and kind of reflecting on all the squatting that we did, I could not be happier with my choice to participate. Community is so much fun, participating in the community is so much fun. And my back squat did improve significantly. Not only did my back squat numbers improve, but like we talked about, the quality improved. And honestly, the way that my back feels now, my spine feels better now than it did before I started squatting. I think that that's just a testament that I need to be, loading my body a little bit more and a little bit more aggressively, regularly in my training. So I haven't talked about this yet, but I do actually have damage in my spine. So a couple years ago, I was having issues, and I went in to see a chiropractor buddy of mine, and he took an x-ray. The x-ray led to a couple MRIs. And so we do have imaging of what's going on in my spine, and there are some T12 is damaged, and then all the discs above and below it are also compromised. You would think, that's one of the big reasons why I've kind of avoided a barbell back squat in the past, is that, directly loading my spine hasn't always felt that great. But I think the way that I approached this year, and not relying on a belt, really trying to build my body up around that weak area, I think is actually helpful. So that was a nice thing that I picked up on that I didn't necessarily expect. Tommy's numbers, let's see. Tommy had never squatted 600 before in his life, and then for him to go put up that huge 650 on Saturday is just absurd. I am so thankful that Nick was there to help spot, because that was way more weight than what's appropriate for two people to be trying to manhandle together. But I think he had like a 75-pound increase. So he went into Squatober with a 575. And I'm gonna bring him and Nick back into a video at some point and really get their words and what they thought about it, and kind of talk through their experiences with Squatober, because they have different experiences than what I've had. But he is pumped, so pumped. And I'm pumped for him. I think, he went out and earned it. And like we've talked about in this video, he had a baby boy born halfway through Squatober this year, and he did miss a couple lifts, I'm not gonna lie, which of course I'm gonna give him hell about, but he did stay mentally locked in, and of course he took care of bigger responsibilities than just a barbell back squat along the way. So congrats to him for hitting a PR while major life events are also happening. So as a side note, I actually kind of feel like that's how life happens. I feel like major wins kind of come in clusters. Tommy's experience definitely reinforces that concept. So what's coming up next? Today I'm actually going to take the day off from training completely. Yesterday when I woke up, I was pretty sore. from the PR on Saturday. My back didn't feel all that great and my legs were actually pretty shot as well. Again, you would have thought that I would learn this lesson earlier in the month of October, but I decided to go for a run. I wanted to do half-mile intervals yesterday. I did do half-mile intervals yesterday, but that was the first time that I'd run since the first week of October. For those of you guys that didn't see that video, I did run early in October during Squatober, and the squatting and the running just collided into my quads and they just crushed me. So the run just compounded the effects of the squat early in the month, and it happened again yesterday. So today my legs are fried. Also, I haven't taken a day off yet because I trained Friday, we PR'd Saturday, and then I kind of trained yesterday again. So I'm gonna take today off and I'm just gonna let my body enjoy the long push that we've had over the last handful of weeks. But then I'm looking forward to getting into a little bit more balanced training. I've got some upper body stuff that I need to address immediately, so I'll be working on that this week. At the very beginning of the year, I made a video about what I expected from myself in 2020. Boy, did that not age well. I'm actually kidding. It's kind of weird how this is all played out, making that video, going through most of the year, and then sitting here. It is kind of weird how things have played out. I mentioned 2 physical goals that I set for myself in 2020. I was able to hit one of those in May, and the second one I thought that I was just going to miss. Obviously 2020 has thrown a lot of curveballs at us, and that was a goal that I thought that maybe I had missed my opportunity to accomplish. However, now that I've gone through Squatober and I understand what a blitz towards a single strength goal looks like and feels like, that goal might be back on the table. If I end up going for it, it's gonna be a full-on commitment, and I'm going to have to use every single day that remains in 2020 to accomplish it. I would really like to check that box, especially because that goal is out there on the interwebs and I haven't accomplished it yet. I'll make up my mind on that in the next 2 days. Okay, that's gonna be it. That's gonna complete the Squatober 2020 series. I've had an absolute blast making these videos. Of course, I've enjoyed sort of and also hated the training. No, I'm totally kidding. I love the training. Don't even let me try to trick you. Like, I was obsessed with the training. I really enjoyed having that those strict guardrails within my training routine. Overall, in every single way that you can chop this up, this was an A+ decision. This is a 10 out of 10 experience that I would recommend to anybody. If you need a physical challenge and if you need a mental challenge, Squatober is for you. If you want to get your numbers up, Squatober is for you. And if you're a real glutton for pain, you'll make a YouTube video about it every single day as well and just fry your creative side. Not bad. I appreciate all of you guys that have been following along this month in training. I know that a lot of you guys have picked up on different things here and there just because I've talked to you about that, whether that's through DMs or comments or just hitting me up through text or whatever. I know that you guys have seen some of these videos and you've gotten some things from them. If you did get something from the Squatober 2020 series, please consider subscribing. If you haven't, please give a thumbs up to the video below. More stuff coming to you later this week. Non-Squatober related. Woof, getting crazy out here. Hopefully you guys are well. See you in the next video.